Hello, namaste. In response to someone's request for upward facing dog, we're going to work on some back bends today. Up dog, as you have experienced, is quite a challenging pose, and it challenges us because we need a lot of spinal extension. Not just lumbar extension where it naturally wants to go, but also thoracic extension. And at the same time, we also need hip extension. So putting all of that together is a lot of length at the front of the body. And this is what we're going to explore today. We'll get to up dog a little bit, but this class is more of a purvanga, a preparation for down dog, for up dog. So we're going to be lifting our chest, bending our backs a lot today. That back bend motion is called spinal extension. And what I want for you really, I'm hoping for you really to experience today is that we need to work the spinal extension in the thorax. Excuse me. Got something I want to place somewhere else. A little wandering ant. The upper back tends to go into flexion, and so we're working to strengthen the upper back, open the chest. And I'm going to give the cue often today of lifting your waist up off of lifting your ribs up off of your waist. I think that you'll be able to feel that when we start moving. But I want to be really clear that that does not mean hoisting your shoulders around your ears. So lifting the waist happens up here. I'm getting a lot of text. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, it's all right. So make sure that when I ask you to lift your ribs up off of the waist, that you're not just hoisting your shoulders up around your ears. Okay, we're going to begin on all fours and work with Chakravakasana. So we start on hands and knees with the knees directly under the hips and the hands underneath the shoulders. If this is hard for your wrist, if you have carpal tunnel, you could take the hands a little farther forward to reduce that angle, but only make that correction if you actually need to. So I want you to just settle for a moment here and feel how the spine arranges itself if you don't do anything in particular. You want to be looking down at the floor between the hands, not with the head dropped, but neither are you looking forward. The nose is pointing straight down, the breastbone, belly button pointing straight down towards the floor. And notice where your pelvis is. When I think of keeping the pelvis steady in space, and with the inhale, draw your chest forward, lift your ribcage up away from your waist. So we're going to be bending in the upper back, but not really changing the lower back much. And then on your exhale, the tail curls under, the elbows bend, and you soften back, relax the upper back. And then we come up again, inhale, lift to all fours, and then draw the chest forward away from the belly without collapsing the lower back. Exhale, tuck your tail under, bend your elbows, relax the neck and move the hips back towards the heels. You should feel your lower back gently stretching. Inhale, come up to all fours, and then draw the ribcage forward, up off of the waist. And exhale, pull the tail between the legs, relax the shoulders, bend the elbows, bring the hips back towards the heels. Once again, inhale. Lift the chest forward, pull it away from the pelvis. And exhale, bring your hips back to your heels. And I'd like you to please stay down there for a moment. And think of the breath moving down the spine all the way down to the sit bones on the inhale. And then on the exhale, the belly button pulling up into the spine, relaxing the shoulders. And with your inhale, move the breath down the spine all the way to the sit bones. And exhale, pull the belly button to the spine, relax the neck and shoulders. Do 2 more breaths like that. Be sure you feel that sense of the belly button pulling into the spine. That we're going to use that in when we get upright on the exhale. Okay, let's bring ourselves up to stand on the knees now. Take a moment to orient to being upright. Sweeping the arms in Vajrasana. Our intention is to lift the ribs up off of the waist every time we exhale, and to pull the belly button into the spine every time we exhale. With the inhale, bring the arms out and up. Think of lifting the rib cage. So here's what I want you to think of: lifting the rib cage without hoisting the shoulders. And then exhale, pull the belly to the spine, bend down and bring your hands down to the lower back. And stand up again on the knees. Breathe into the chest. Lift the ribs up off of the waist. And exhale, hug the belly into the spine. Bend down and bring the hands to the back. Relax the neck. Hang your head forward. Twice more. Inhale. Open the chest and lift the ribs up off of the waist as you stretch the front of the body. And then pull the belly button into the spine as you bend forward, bringing the hands to the lower back and relaxing the neck. One more time. Inhale, come up. Lift the rib cage up off of the waist. And exhale, hug the belly into the spine and bend down. And then bring yourself upright. We're going to take a moment again, get the head above the heart before we stand up. And let the breath be relaxed, bringing the attention into the body. When you're ready, slowly come up into a standing position. And settle yourself evenly into the feet. Stand tall and lifted through the crown of the head. Drop the chin down a little bit. Relax the shoulders. Feel where your chest is. Feel where your belly is. Notice the sensation in the lower back and in the upper back. We're going to take a variation of Tadasana. This is a back bend. It's a gentle back bend, but we are actually extending the spine, and you get that same hip extension straight across the front of the thighs that we're going to need in the upward dog. Chin is staying down, gaze focused. We're going to work with the arms to the front. And this is a slightly different variation than you're used, different variation from what you're used to. So attend to when we're raising the arms and when we're lifting and lowering the heels. With the initial inhale, we're going to keep the heels down and raise the arms forward and up. And think here already of lifting the rib cage up off of the waist. With the exhale, pull the belly button into the spine and raise the heels up off of the floor. Then with the inhale, reach your heels down. Lift your ribs even more up off the waist. Feel your upper back arch back. And then exhale, pull the belly firmly into the spine and bring the arms down the front, relaxing the shoulders. So I would like you to please pay attention to the idea of Bending in the upper back, not so much in the lower back. Keeping the heels on the floor, inhale, arms forward and up. Think here already of lifting the ribs up off of the waist. Exhale, hug the belly into the spine and raise the heels up. Keep the gaze steady. Then inhale, reach the heels down, the breastbone up. And with the exhale, bring the arms down the front, hugging the belly to the spine, relaxing the shoulders. Twice more. Inhale, just the arms, raise forward and up. Think of increasing the distance between the breastbone and the belly button. Exhale, draw the belly into the spine and raise the heels up. Keep this gaze steady. Inhale, reach down with the heels, lift the ribs up off of the waist, feel the upper back working. Exhale, draw the belly into the spine, relax the shoulders down, feel the abdominals working. One last time. Inhale, raise the arms only. Lift the ribs up off of the waist. Exhale and hug the belly into the spine as you raise the heels. Inhale, continue to lift the ribs upward as you reach the heels downward. And then exhale, hug the belly to the spine as the arms come down the front. Soften the shoulders. And then relax the abdominal work. Release the control of the breath. Feel the feet evenly and firmly grounded into the floor. Notice yourself standing at your full height, lifted through the crown of the head, open in the chest. And it's not about pushing the rib cage forward, it's about raising the sternum. Let the breath be relaxed as you observe this sensation of being lifted, open, but also not tense or forced. We're going to move into a variation of Ardha Utkatasana, the bent knee, the half squat, bent knee forward bend. There's going to be a halfway lift in it where we keep the knees bent and flatten the back to open the chest. Again here, emphasize what's going on in the upper back between the shoulder blades, how the chest opens. And notice when we do that, that the shoulders will pull down the back. We're going to have a little cue in the hands to help that happen. Keep the chin down. With the inhale, raise the arms forward and up. And always today, think of the rib cage decompressing off of the waist when the arms lift. Exhale, let your knees bend, your belly hug to the spine and fold down. Place the hands on the front of the thighs and keep them there. Gently press them down as you inhale and raise your breastbone. Think of your shoulder blades going down the back. Stay as you are with the legs and pull the belly to the spine. Relax the neck and shoulders to round the back. Then inhale, lift your hands up. Lift your chest up, then straighten your legs. Stand all the way up. Lift your rib cage off of your waist. Exhale, lower the arms down the front. Soften the shoulders. 3 more repetitions like that. Inhale, arms forward and up. Rib cage lifting up away from the waist. Exhale, the belly hugs to the spine as you bend your knees and fold down. Place the hands on the front thighs. Press gently into your hands. Lift your breastbone and draw the shoulders down the back. Feel the work in the upper back. Hug the belly to the spine. Relax your neck and shoulders. Inhale, lift the arms up first, then tilt your breastbone up, then straighten the legs. Stand all the way up, chin is down. Hug the belly into the spine, and bring the arms slowly down the front, softening the shoulders, engaging the belly to the spine. Twice more. Inhale, raise the arms, lift the rib cage. Sternum lifted and open. Exhale, draw the belly button into the spine as you bend the knees. Place the hands on the front of the thighs. Inhale, press gently into the thighs as you lift your chest. Draw your shoulders down your back. Then hug the belly button in. Relax forward, really soften the neck and shoulders. Inhale, lift your arms up first. Tilt your breastbone up, then straighten the legs. Come all the way up. Hug the belly to the spine. Arms come slowly down the front. Abdominals are engaged, shoulders relaxing. One final repetition. Inhale, raise the arms. Lift the ribs up off of the waist. Exhale, hug the belly in, bend the knees. Fold down. Hands on the front of the knees and press gently. Inhale, lift the breastbone up. Shoulders down the back. Feel your upper back working. Exhale, hug the belly in. Relax the neck and shoulders. Hang down. Inhale, arms up first. Then the chest up. Then the legs up. And exhale, engage the belly as you bring the arms down the front and soften the shoulders. And then relax. Let the breath flow. Find your relaxed and steady, balanced pose. Notice here that we're already in a little bit of extension. It's not extreme, but the front of the hips are straight. The chest is lifted. There's hip extension and spine extension going on whenever we're standing fully upright. This is why it can be tiring to do it for a long time. Your muscles actually have to work to hold you here. So I want you to find the most relaxed way to be in this standing extension. It's very helpful to think of the crown of the head lifting up. It's helpful to think of the breastbone being lifted and open. We'll work now with a variation of Virabhadrasana. This gives us hip extension and thoracic extension. We're going to place the hands on the hips to steady the pelvis and turn the right toes out. Make sure your right heel is really anchored. We're going to be stretching the right front thigh on this side, so the anchor down through that right heel is really important as we extend the front of the body. Step your left foot forward and square the pelvis. Take a moment to connect through both of the heels, left and right, the balls of the feet on both feet. Feel the right hip drawn forward slightly and the shoulders relaxed. Again, this is a slightly different variation, so pay attention to when we move the arms and the legs. Being sure that your right hip stays forward. We'll inhale and raise just the arms forward and up. Don't bend the knee yet. Feel your rib cage lifting off of the spine. This kind of opens up the space of the abdomen. Exhale, pull your belly into your spine and bend the left knee. And then inhale again. Lift the breastbone up away from the belly button. And exhale, bring the arms down and straighten the leg. Square the pelvis. Stay anchored in the right heel. Relax the shoulders. We'll do it 3 more times. The initial movement, inhale, is just the arms coming up, thinking of lifting the rib cage up off of the waist. With the exhale, draw the belly in and bend the left knee. You can draw the shoulders down the back a little bit. And then inhale, lift the breastbone by raising the ribs up away from the waist. With the exhale, pull the belly into the spine, lower the arms, straighten the front leg, square the pelvis, relax the shoulders. Twice more. Inhale, arms and ribs lift. Exhale, belly hugs in, left knee bends. Inhale there and lift your ribs up off of your waist. And draw the belly into the spine as you exhale. Bring your arms down, straighten the front leg. Stay anchored in the right heel. Bring your right hip forward. One more time. Inhale, raise the arms. Lift the ribs up off of the waist. Exhale, hug the belly, bend the left knee. Stay in, inhale. Lift the ribs up off of the waist. Let your upper back work. Exhale, hug the belly to the spine. Lower the arms, straighten the front leg. Stay anchored in the right heel and pull the right hip forward. Relax your shoulders. And then step your left foot back to meet the right foot. Line them up in Samastiti. Relax the breathing. Stand tall and relaxed. Prepare for the other side. Square the hips. Anchor down through the left heel and turn the left toes out. And step the right foot forward. Be well connected through both feet. Be sure that the left hip is pulling forward. Relax the arms down to the sides. With the inhale, raise the arms and lift the ribs up away from the waist. Keep the front leg straight for now. With the exhale, hug the belly, bend the right knee. Stay anchored in your left heel to stretch the front left of the thigh. And then stay in inhale. Let the breath lift the ribs up off of the waist. And hug your belly in with your exhale. Arms come down, front leg straightens. Hips are square, shoulders relax, chest stays open. Inhale, raise the arms, lift the rib cage, open the sternum. Exhale, bend the right knee, pulling the belly back towards the spine. Keep your left hip forward. Stay in, inhale. Make some space between the ribs and the pelvis. Exhale, draw the belly in, arms down, front leg straight, hips square, shoulders relaxed, even in both feet. Twice more. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up, lift the ribs up off of the waist. Exhale, hug the belly in and bend the right knee. Stay in, inhale, lift the ribs up off of the waist even more. And draw the belly button into the spine, arms down, front leg straight. Stay anchored in both feet, relax the shoulders. One final repetition. Inhale, arms forward and up, lift the rib cage. Exhale, belly to spine as you bend the front knee. Inhale, lift and open the sternum. soften the shoulders. Chest stays open as you relax the breath. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Establish your samastiti. Breath relaxed. Tall, comfortable stance. Inward awareness. One of the things that can happen as we do these chest opening poses is that we open our shraddha. We open up to our shraddha, our confidence, our strength, our faith in ourselves, and our faith in some higher reality. All of that may be more accessible when we open the heart. We're going to take a forward bend, Uttanasana, classic straight-legged forward bend. There's going to be a little lift, a little halfway up, not fully up, but when I say lift halfway, partway up, we're just concentrating on lifting the chest, opening the sternum, getting a little space between the ribs and the waist. Chin stays down, and remember, lifting the ribs does not equal hiking the shoulders. Inhale, raise the arms forward enough. Let the rib cage lift off of the waist. Keep the chin down. Exhale, draw the belly into the spine and bend down, keeping the legs comfortably straight. Remember the work we did about staying even on the front and back of the foot. Place your hands on your legs and inhale, open the chest. Just draw the breastbone farther from the belly button. Exhale, relax down into the forward bend, letting your head hang, your arms relax. Then inhale, lift your arms up first till they're around your ears with your back flat. Come all the way up. Remember, you're lifting your rib cage up off of the waist. Hug the belly into the spine as you bring the arms down the front. We're going to do it 3 more times. On the last one, we'll stay in the forward bend. Inhale. Raise the arms, let the ribs pull up away from the waist, chest is lifted and open. Exhale, hug the belly, bend down, keeping the legs comfortably straight, the weight even between the front and back of the foot. Hands touch the legs wherever they comfortably can, and inhale, just draw the breastbone forward. Keep looking down at your hands. Exhale, relax, let everything release into the forward bend. Then inhale, reach the arms forward first. Lift your breastbone away from your belly button as you come up tall. Exhale and hug the belly into the spine as the arms come slowly down the front. Shoulders relaxed. Stance stays lifted and open. Again, inhale, raise the arms. Lift the ribs up off of the waist. Exhale, hug the belly button in and bend down. Keep the weight evenly balanced on the feet. Place the hands on the legs wherever they comfortably come. Inhale and open the breastbone away from the belly. Shoulders are down the back. Exhale, relax into the full forward bend. Inhale, raise the arms up. Lift the chest away from the belly. Come all the way up tall. Hug the belly button into the spine and bring the arms slowly down the front. This is our final repetition, and we're going to lead into a 4-breath stay. Inhale, raise the arms. Lift the ribs up off of the waist. Keep the chin down. Exhale, draw the belly into the spine. Bend forward. Hands come wherever they comfortably land on the legs. Press into the legs gently as you inhale. Lift the breastbone away from the belly button. Back is flattening. Exhale, hang down into the forward bend. And we're going to stay for 4 breaths, completely relaxing the neck and shoulders. Inhale, breathe into your back and let the breath go all the way down to the sit bones.
Exhale, pull your belly button up to your spine and relax your shoulders and neck even more. Inhale, breathe all the way down the spine. Exhale, pull the belly button up into the spine, relax the neck and shoulders. Twice more. Inhale, breathe down the length of the spine. Exhale, draw the belly into the spine, soften the upper back, the neck, the shoulders. One more breath like that. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale, stretching the arms forward first, opening the chest. Feel your back muscles working as you come up with the arms framing the ears. Lift the ribs off the waist. Exhale, hug the belly to the spine. Lower the arms down the front. And relax. Standing tall, open, but comfortable, no tension. Feel the sensations in the body. And notice the mental, emotional sensations that accompany this. There's no prescription, and I don't know how you arrived this morning, but certain postures tend to move us in a certain direction. So notice what this practice is doing for you so far. Okay, we're going to get down now. I recommend folding your mat over one fold, about 2/3 of the way down the mat, and then standing on that fold so you've got a little extra padding underneath your knees. This next one is a little intense on the knees. We're going to work towards the lunge, but this is not the lunge proper yet because we're just working on hip extension, which means that we're not trying to bend the back, but we're trying to straighten the front of the hips. So we're going to start with the left foot forward. If you need to, brace your hands on the floor to get it there, that's fine. The left foot forward, the left ankle and knee right in line with each other. So don't have your foot farther forward than your knee at this point. Left hand can just rest. Right hand I guess where it's comfortable. Left hand can just rest on the knee. And stand tall. We're in a fairly neutral spine position. You shouldn't feel too much tension in your lower back. Chin is down. And what we're going to do simply is on the exhale, tuck the tail between the legs. And you should feel a little bit more stretch across the front of the right thigh. And on the inhale, just relax that. We don't need to go into a big counter direction. Exhale, tuck the tail under. This is actually spinal flexion in the lower back, but feel how the front of the right thigh needs to stretch. And inhale, relax that. Exhale, tuck your tail between your legs. Feel the length coming in the front of the right thigh. Do keep the chest lifted and open. And inhale, relax that. One more time, exhale, tuck your tail between your legs. Feel the length in the front right thigh. And relax it with the inhale. Let's give the knee a break. Move the left foot back and just go into a gentle child's pose, any version that works for you. And then we'll stand up on the knees again. Now we're going to stretch the left front thigh. So we're going to bring the right foot forward. Place the foot directly under the knee. Rest the right hand on the knee. Left hand wherever it's comfortable. First, think just standing tall and open on that knee. And then using your exhale, tuck your tail between your legs without collapsing the chest. And feel the stretch in the front of the left thigh. Relax with the inhale. If you're watching, you can see that there's not much motion. Exhale, tuck the tail between the legs. But if your front thigh is tight, you'll feel quite a lot of sensation. And inhale, relax that. Keep the shoulders easy. Exhale again, tuck your tail between your legs. And relax with the inhale. One more time. Tilt the pelvis, tuck the tail. Lower back, spinal flexion. And relax with the inhale. And then once again, we'll move back into a child's pose for a moment. Now we're going to straighten the mat out and lie down on the belly with the hands underneath the forehead. Legs comfortably situated so they can be a little apart, whatever feels good for you. If your lower back feels tight, you might try taking the legs a little wider. Relax the shoulders. So now we're going to go into extension of the spine. Since the legs are stretched out like this, the hips are already in hip extension, but we're not going to make it too extreme. We're just going to leave the legs down. And again, I'd like you to focus on the work that's happening in the upper back. So not so much trying to get as high as you can from the lower back, but more opening the chest and pulling the ribs away from the waist. Keep your hands down on the floor, and as you inhale, pull your breastbone forward away from your waist. Feel the head lift. Draw the shoulders down the back. Try to keep your gaze down on your thumbs. And then exhale, release your forehead back down to the hands. Soften the shoulders. And again, with the inhale, lift the chest. Pull your breastbone away from your belly button. Draw your shoulders down the back, but keep your gaze down on the thumbs. And exhale, lower the head. Of course, you can close your eyes, but keep your chin tilted under. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the breastbone, then it come up away from the belly button. Draw the shoulders down the back. And release back down with the exhale. And one more time. Inhale, raise the chest. Pull the breastbone away from the belly button. Draw the shoulders down the back. And exhale, release. Let your forehead rest back down on the hands. Let everything soften. Relax the breath. Feel the passive stretch of the front of the body. Might be feeling a little contraction around the lower back. If that is very contracted and it's bothersome, go into child's pose for a moment. But if you can just relax the belly, we will eventually stretch that out, of course. All right, now we're going to increase the degree of hip extension and do the locust pose. So we're going to bring the legs closer together if that's comfortable. Bring your arms down at the sides with the palms up and the forehead down onto the floor. We're going to be lifting the legs, but not too high. We want the chest to lift more than the legs. Start by exhaling and pulling your belly button into your spine. And then inhale, lift the chest and the legs. Think of your breastbone pulling away from your belly button. You can raise the arms and squeeze the shoulder blades. And then exhale, slowly lower down. We want maximum sensation of work in the upper back, and you'll also feel your buttocks and back thighs working. Exhale, pull your belly button up into your spine. And then inhale, raise the chest legs, arms, head, feet up, everything up, chest opening. Exhale, pull the belly in and release back down to the floor. Twice more. Inhale, lift, chest comes higher than the legs. Exhale, pull the belly in, release the forehead back down to the floor. One more time, inhale and lift, breastbone pulling up away from the belly button. And hug the belly in and release back down. Take a moment with your hands under your forehead. Relax again. Just check that you've intentionally relaxed the hips and legs, the buttocks. And we're going to come to all fours. Back up to the hands and knees position that we started in originally. Chakravakasana. Place should feel really good right now. It's a palate cleanser for the spine. With the inhale, draw the breastbone away from the belly button. Feel how your ribs are moving up away from the waist. Exhale, hug your belly in, tuck your tail under, bend your elbows. Please make sure you bend the elbows. Soften the upper body as you bring your hips back to your heels. Inhale, lift to all fours. Draw the breastbone forward. Remember, your pelvis is anchored in space. Exhale, tuck your tail. Relax the neck and shoulders. Bend the elbows as you bring your hips back. Want to make sure that we're stretching the lower back, not overstretching the upper back. Inhale, up to all fours. Bring the breastbone up, away from the belly button. Exhale, pull the belly into the spine and drop your tail and your elbows. Relax the neck. Hips to the heels. One more time. Inhale, lift to all fours. Anchor the pelvis and draw the breastbone forward away from the pelvis. Exhale, belly into the spine, tail under. Bend the elbows, tuck the chin, and move the hips back to the heels. And pause a moment there. And then we're going to lift up onto the knees, and I recommend again that you fold your mat over. Take a little extra padding, stand up on that fold. Now we are going to go into a lunge, so spinal extension and hip extension. Bring the left foot forward, and here you might, if you have more flexible hips, have your left foot a bit forward of the knee. We'll keep the left hand on the left front thigh. With the inhale, lunge forward, raise the right arm, lift the breastbone away from the belly button. And with your exhale, pull your belly button back to your spine. Retreat from the lunge, relax the shoulder. Arm down. Inhale, glide forward with the hips. Lift the breastbone up off of the belly as you raise the right arm. Feel the stretch in the whole front right side. And hug the belly back into the spine as you bring the arm down and back away from the lunge. 2 more times. Inhale, slide forward. Lift the breastbone. Be sure you're lifting your ribs off of your waist as the arm comes up. Hug the belly into the spine as you lower the arm. Bring the hips back. And one more time. Inhale, glide forward. Raise the breastbone, lift the rib cage. Open the front of the body. And exhale, hug the belly back. Lower the arm. Back away from the lunge. And stand up on both knees. So hopefully we're getting the opening in the hip and the upper back so that the lower back is not getting too compressed. If you need a child's pose, take one. And then we're going to rearrange and get ready to do the second side. Now the right foot will be forward. You can have the right foot forward of the knee to begin. Right hand resting on the front right thigh. With the inhale, lift the chest up away from the belly as you raise the left arm, glide into the lunge, and draw the belly button back to the spine as you back away from the lunge, lower the arm down. Inhale, lift the ribs. As you come into the full expression of the lunge, the right ankle and knee should be in line. And exhale, pull the belly to the spine as you back away from the lunge. Relax your arm. Twice more. Inhale, lift the ribs, lift the breastbone, raise the arm. And draw the belly to the spine as you move back. And one more time. Inhale, lift forward, open the front of the left side of the body. And exhale, come back. And release. Now undo your folded mat and come back into a child's pose. And soften there. So we're ready now to take our taste of upward facing dog for the day. Keeping your hips back in child's pose, extend the arms all the way forward, as straight forward as you can. Your elbows might even lift up off of the mat. So in the up dog, we're going to be stretching the whole front of both sides of the body, drawing the shoulders down the back, trying to lift the chest without collapsing into the lower back. Press the balls of the index fingers down into the mat. See if you can keep your hands in the place where they are right now. And inhale, open yourself forward into the upward dog with the knees down. Raise the chest. And then exhale, move back into the child's pose. Relax the neck. Your arms will straighten because they're far in front of you. And inhale, glide forward. Think of the breastbone lifting up as you drop the hips down. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And then pull the belly into the spine as you bring your hips back to your heels. And relax the neck, but the arms are going to be straight because you have your hands way out in front of you. See if you can keep the hands anchored. Twice more. Inhale, open forward. Feel the whole front of the body stretching, breastbone lifting, shoulders pulling down. And exhale. Move the hips back to the heels. Relax the neck. Arms are going to be straight. So a little stretch in the shoulders probably. One last time. Inhale. Come forward. Lift the breastbone away from the belly button. Pull your shoulders down your back. And exhale. Bring the hips back to the heels. This time you can relax the arms. Bend the elbows. Relax the breath. And we're going to do 4 more repetitions of Chakravakasana. Inhale, come up to all fours. Anchor the pelvis and bring the breastbone forward away from the belly button. Exhale, tuck the tail. Bend your elbows. You could probably use that stretch in your lower back now. So relax the elbows. Get that stretch down into the lumbar spine. Inhale, come up to all fours. Anchor the pelvis and pull the chest forward. Exhale, hug the belly to the spine. Bend your elbows, drop your head, and move your hips back. Really soften the upper body so the stretch is in the lower back. Inhale, again moving forward, anchoring the pelvis and pulling the ribs up away from the waist. Exhale, the belly hugs in. The elbows bend, head hangs, relax the shoulders as you move back. Do that one more time on your own. And when you're ready, we're going to move over onto the back. So you rest comfortably on the back. If your lower back wants some more stretch, you can bring the knees into the chest. Take a moment, and as you're ready, end up in the position with the feet on the floor in line with the sit bones. So take the time that you need. Let the body adjust here. Do what you need to do for your lower back. As you settle, make sure that your arms are wide enough apart that the shoulder blades are flat. And notice again that open but relaxed feeling in the chest. I'm going to bring the arms down to the sides for Dvipada. This again is a back bend. You're going to feel the stretching of the hips, but I also want, or the front thighs, but I want you to also be aware of the opening of the chest. We're going to lift into the pose and stay for a breath 4 times. With the inhale, raise the hips and stretch the arms up and back to the floor behind you. Feel your chin pulling into the chest. And then stay and exhale. Really draw the belly button into the spine. And stay and inhale. See if you can lift the breastbone up away from the belly button a little bit farther. And then as you exhale, roll slowly down, bringing the hips down, lowering the arms, softening the shoulders. Roll through your lower back. Give yourself a little stretch in the lower back. 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we stay. Arms reaching overhead, hips lifting to the ceiling, belly is strong. Inhale, breathe into the breastbone, open and lift the ribs. And lower down slowly as you exhale, 1 vertebra at a time, relaxing the shoulders as you come down, keeping the chin tucked towards the notch of the neck. Twice more. Inhale and lift. Steady on the feet as you stay for your exhale. And stay and inhale, breathe into the chest. And slowly down, 1 vertebra at a time with the exhale. Really pull that belly button into the spine. When you're ready, do it 1 more time on your own. Remember to stay lifted for 1 complete breath. And notice the elements of the back bend as you stay.
done, relax. And bring the knees to the chest. Take the gentlest of spinal twist. Lower back, even though we were accentuating upper back, we did do some contraction of the lower back. So this is for your low back. Starting with both knees into the chest. Inhale there. Then exhale, bring both knees over towards the floor on the left. Comfortably over to the side. Feel free to prop up your legs if your back doesn't want to go that far into the twist. You can place a blanket under your knees. Relax the right shoulder. And 4 slow breaths here. Full and complete breaths. Relaxing the right shoulder and pulling the belly to the spine with the exhale. Expanding with the inhale. When you're ready, both knees into the center. And then exhale to the other side. Again, feel free to prop up a blanket underneath the legs. Want the legs to be really relaxed and comfortable. Accentuating the lower back stretch here. So shoulder where can relax, 4 slow breaths. When you're done, both knees back into the center, placing one hand on each knee, preparing for Apanasana. Be sure that the shoulders are relaxed, the back of the neck is comfortably long, feet are relaxed. With a slow exhale, pull the belly to the spine, hug your knees in close, pause. Inhale, breathe into the chest, move the knees away, breathe into the belly, keep the shoulders easy, pause. Exhale, hug the belly in again. Be sure you feel your belly button pulling down as you hug your knees into the chest. Soften the shoulders, pause. Keep the feet separate and relaxed. Inhale into the chest first. Move the knees away, relax the belly. Keep the shoulders easy. Pause. Hug the belly again. Exhale. Draw the thighs in close. Pause. And inhale. Pause. Do that again.
if you have any continuing tension in the lower back, you could do a few more repetitions like that. Also, remember that you can put a bolster or a rolled up mat behind your knees as we go to final relaxation. So if you need a little bit more apanasana, please do it. When you're ready, get yourself set up for final relaxation. Spread yourself out comfortably on your back. Separate the legs comfortably. And again, if you feel any discomfort in the lower back, prop something behind the knees, a rolled up blanket, a bolster, a pillow. That will take a little bit out of the stretch out of the lower back, of the compression out of the lower back. Relax around the hips. Arms wide enough that the hands are off of the mat. Shoulder blades well spread. Allowing the chest to be open and soft. Check that your neck is relaxed. If you like, you can turn the head slowly from side to side. Feel free to have a support behind the head, a little pillow. Soften the face, the jaw, the temple. And let the body have a rest. Stay alert in the rest. You can be noticing the body, can be noticing the mind, the breath. All of those are inner realities. Just keep focused on this moment. Resting in the body, stilling the mind to notice, allowing the breath to move on its own. Feel your body resting on the floor. Notice its relaxation. Also notice its openness. Feel the front of the body. Hopefully you can find the front of the hips relaxed, the front thighs relaxed, the belly soft, the chest soft and open. Prepare to move away from the relaxation. With a nice slow inhale, lengthen the front of the body even more, and as you're ready, reach your arms up overhead. Stretch long. And then release the stretch. Draw the knees to the chest. Roll to the right side. Hug both knees into the chest. Give your lower back one more little gentle stretch. And as you're ready, slowly sit yourself up. Find a steady support to sit up on. If you're on a chair, right at the very edge of the chair with the feet flat on the floor. If you're on a blanket or a cushion, sit bones reaching down. Everybody lift the spine, top of the head reaching towards the ceiling. This lifts the sternum, and then relax the shoulders. Close the eyes, establish a gentle ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose with a whispered ah in the back of the throat, noticing the breath as it moves in and down. And then with the exhale, out and up, or up and out. Inhale, draw the breath in, let it breathe all the way down the spine to the sit bones. Feel your breastbone lifted and open, and pause a moment. Then exhale, hug the belly button to the spine, breathe the breath up and out. Soften the shoulders, but lift the crown of the head, so you're actually a little taller through your center line. And pause with the breath out. Inhale, breathe into the chest. Lift the ribs up off of the belly, let the breath move all the way down to the sit bones, and pause a moment. Exhale, draw the belly into the spine, breathe the breath up and out, soften the shoulders. Lengthen upwards through the crown of the head, and pause a moment with the breath out. Continue like this for a couple more minutes on your own, following the path of the breath, and taking a small pause after each inhale, each exhale. Notice the sense of the sternum rising, the ribs pulling up off of the waist every time you inhale. And each time you exhale, hug the belly to the spine, relax the shoulders. Feel the difference between relaxing the shoulders and collapsing the chest. We don't collapse the chest, we stay fully upright and open. And now as you're ready, relax the control of the breath. Keep the eyes closed. Check your posture. Sit bones rooting down. Spine lifting up. Shoulders, face soft. And we'll sit quietly for a moment, staying present, awareness in the body. I'm going to chant part of Sutra 120 to close the class. The sutra says that when we open to our śraddha, our inner faith, we get strong, which helps us remember our goal, which brings us to a place of clarity and perfect understanding. Śraddha virya smriti samadhi prajna. Śraddha virya smriti samadhi prajna. Śraddha virya smriti samadhi prajna. Feel that your chest is lifted and open, your neck and shoulders relaxed. Open your eyes, bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. Namaste. So thank you for being here. Hope the back bends are working well for you. If your lower back lets you know that you've been doing this later in the day or tomorrow, do Chakravarkasana a few times, the all fours posture, it's great. Also just simply Apanasana, lying on your back. Just let that lower back be gently stretched. That should give it some relief. You can let me know how this is working for you. I'd like to continue to working towards up dog, a little bit more up dog on Thursday. So let me know if you're okay. And also notice if these back bends do give you that sense of śraddha, of uplift, of confidence in yourself. Hopefully we can find a way to open to that quality. All right, again, thank you. Hope you're well, and see you soon.